Hi, I'm Dan Yost from Just Records, and this is Mixdown Mondays. Today we're going to review the 1176 by Black Lion Audio. I've had this thing for about a month now. I've put it on snare, vocals, bass guitar, and that's just to name a few. It's great on everything it touches, and it adds some characteristics that are just really cool, something you just can't quite get with the software version using plugins. We're going to actually open up a session and run a couple of things through. We're going to run a dry vocal, we're going to run a bass, snare, and synthesizer. Maybe we'll just throw in like a full drum set just for fun. Now, we're going to have some of the settings a little bit different than I would typically use, just to kind of overemphasize what the compressor is doing. Now, is it worth it to have a piece of analog gear versus using something like a software plugin? In a previous video, we did a shootout between the 1176 clone here and a plugin version. And while the plugins are fantastic, there is something to be said about having the piece of analog gear. One of my commenters on my channel mentioned that I had the wet dry knob at 0 and it made it appear as if nothing was getting affected by the compressor. But I have to admit that that was actually because I shot some B-roll of the compressor after I'd already produced the video, and the compressor was absolutely on in the video. It's in the audio that's been captured. That was just something that someone with a good eye caught, and I apologize. And this one's going to be a little bit different because you're going to actually see me manipulate the controls, so there's no room for error there. But no big deal. It's something that happened in post. But do give that video a listen. It's pretty good comparing the plugin versus the analog. So, but without further ado, let's have a listen to this compressor on some other instruments. All right, so here we have the song Get Out by Flammable Animal. Please go check them out on Spotify, Amazon Music. They are available to stream, to purchase. It is a fantastic album. We recorded, mixed, and mastered it here at Just Records. So, like I said, we're going to look at a few things. We're going to look at the snare through the Bluey. We're going to look at a synthesizer. We'll look at dry vocals, and we'll just do bass guitar. So keep it simple. I'll just go through each motion as we are here, and I will demonstrate between the wet and dry, and I will show each ratio. Now, I have some of the settings a little bit different than I normally would. I wouldn't typically have the input this high. This is just for demonstration purposes. This is not a typical application. I just want you to be able to really hear what the compressor is doing. All right, so let's listen to a snare. Okay. All right, let's give a vocal a listen.
I moved on. I woke up. You're the reason we broke up. We strayed the course, but you lost your mind that night. I take it all back when I think you're done for good. Haunting me, you show signs of life. I've gotta get out. don't wanna see tomorrow. But I'm holding on and holding out for more, holding on to sorrow. Don't wanna see it tomorrow. But I'm holding on and holding out for more.
All right. Now let's listen to a bass track. Okay. Last, let's listen to a synth. Now, again, those settings aren't exactly how I would have them in a session. And it's really nice to be able to blend with the 50% knob where you can kind of get a little parallel compression going. And the nuclear option is pretty intense. I don't know how often I'll use it, but it's nice to have there as an option. What did you think of how it sounded? Did you like what it was doing on the attack for the drums, for the snare? Did you like how it beefed up the bass and beefed up the synthesizer? I mean, it really added some character to the synthesizer. The vocals sounded nice and poppy too. It just like really hit that vocal. In the future, I'm going to be using this on pretty much every vocal chain. I'm going to use it on snare. I'm going to use it in post. I'm going to use it in capture. So let me know if this video has been helpful, if you went out and bought one yourself, and if you've noticed some changes in how it's allowing you to mix differently. I'd be excited to hear, and please share those things. Thank you for following, and thank you for watching. And as always, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching Mixdown Mondays.